One of the biggest things I want people, especially the younger generation, to take away from this is the fact that it's not easy when you really genuinely are a victim to come forward. And in spite of what everybody tells you and what everybody says about you behind your back and how everybody looks at you when it's all said and done, it doesn't change the fact that you're a victim. And the only way that you can overcome being a victim is to start by forgiving yourself and the person who victimized you. That's the only way you can truly heal. I recommend to everybody, especially as a chaplain, to get down on your knees and pray. When you've been victimized, God will help you through it. You don't have to turn to things like alcohol and drugs, pills, or anything that's negative in order to help you deal with being a victim. Numbing the pain and using those types of things to numb the pain does not help the situation. It only adds to the problem that you need to face with regards to being a victim. Trust what I tell you. I'm probably the queen of victims, and I got down on my knees and prayed. I don't live life crying about what happened to me. I try to use what happened in order to show people that you can overcome and have a joyous, happy life in the end. Some things are misunderstandings, and I can accept when I'm wrong. However, there are some people that go way beyond misunderstandings in my situation, and they turned and flipped it into something to use not just to hurt me and exploit me and my kids, but to gain some popularity where they didn't deserve any. Those are victimizers. Anybody who knew the truth and didn't stand up and say something is part of the problem. You have to remember to do it peacefully, though. Otherwise, when you ask for help in violence, you never, ever, ever get your justice. You're not supposed to, because violence does not help when a person has been violent in a situation. It only provokes things and makes it worse. So please, people, try to mind what you say and keep it to the facts. It was really hard for me to keep my emotions out of the situation, especially knowing how much I love God and I appreciate what God does for me. I have gratitude. I am blessed and anointed, and I know that. And so it made it a little bit easier for me, but it still was hard. Don't get it twisted. It was hard for me. There are times I was afraid, but I held on to God, and He walked me through the basic landmine maze that I needed to go through in order to find my healing. This is something that we need all the kids to learn. If we don't teach them where to start in being victims and telling and exposing what is happening to them, we've lost the battle before we've already started. This is where we need real change. You'll see me continue to make my videos as I try my best to help encourage people to come forward as victims and to not be afraid anymore, because that's exactly what we need within our system in order to promote truth and change. I pray that these guys come to the point where they start to be honest and allow my dozer to be exposed. I have copies of it. I won't do it myself because of the legalities that are involved in my ongoing case. I do have copies, though, and I'm waiting for this to be resolved so I can release those copies. With God's love, God bless America. Have a blessed day, and back the blue.